Hi everybody, just wanted to touch base, see how everyone's doing. So at this point, we've just gotten through early infancy into childhood. And at this point, you've probably seen that many of the stuff that we've been learning is kind of more focused on the biological aspects of things. As we move forward and we start to get into childhood and middle childhood next week, you're going to see kind of a paradigm shift a little bit. And a lot more attention is going to be paid to some of the social elements. So some theorists that you're going to see kind of repeat throughout the course. Developmental theorists by nature are going to show up a lot because they have theories about development. So as the course kind of progresses, you're going to see these people pop up again. Piaget is a name that you're going to see not only show up when we talk about childhood development, but even middle childhood development as well. This kind of week's reading is also going to look a lot at social development, which is definitely a huge part when it comes to the idea of growing and maturing as a child, not just physically, but also socially and emotionally. Gender development is brought up, which is a pretty interesting topic. You know, a lot of people confuse the term gender and sex. Sex is biological, gender is more learned or cultural. So, and it's also extremely complicated, and there's a lot of forces that influence one's gender. So definitely interested in you guys learning more about that and hopefully blogging about it as well. And then the impact of early education, in particular, some of the research that's been done on, early childhood daycare and preschool and kindergarten is also going to show up as well. We're going to kind of shift gears a little bit and keep moving forward with development, and we're going to get to middle childhood, and Piaget is going to come up again, and it's also going to trend a little bit more on the physical aspect of things and actually looking at actual puberty. One of the things that comes up, which is still to this day a hot topic, is ADD and Ritalin, and the idea of the illness of it. Is it overprescribed medication? Is it not? There's a lot of definitely conflicting views on the topic for sure. Theories of intelligence come up. That's definitely no shortage of people with different ideas on that, so I'm looking forward to you guys taking a read at that as well. And moral development comes up as well. It's these things that we just take for granted in children, but everything, according to development, comes from somewhere, and morals are no exception. And then the course does get a little bit more serious and does talk about some of the impact that child abuse can have as well. Moving forward, just as far as assignments are concerned, for those of you that are doing the blogs, I think they're great and appreciate that. We're kind of hitting the point of, I guess, for lack of a better word, your midterm, even though there is not a formal midterm. I would encourage all of you to check your grades to see how you're doing. Obviously every week I would love for all of you to turn these blogs in. I think it adds to the online community, but for those of you that are doing them, they tend to be done pretty well, and I think people are learning from them, so keep that up. As far as the comments are concerned, if all possible, try to read everyone's if you can, and when you're commenting, if you can kind of shake that up a little bit. I'm sure people like to hear comments from people that I haven't heard from before. Next week, just kind of pay attention to what's due and when it's due. There's a pretty interesting video that you guys are going to watch on a pretty hot topic, which is bullying, so definitely looking forward to having that, sort of reading that as well. So at this point, we're cruising. We're about halfway through. And as always, guys, if there's anything you ever need, don't hesitate to ask. Thanks.